Hi, morning all, how we doing? I hope you had a great weekend. Excuse me, I didn't exactly have the greatest of weekends, I will say. I've got bad nerve damage in one of my shoulders from a car crash from many years ago, and I have an underlying condition that makes it 10 times worse. So I spent most of the weekend up to my eyeballs in painkillers, which doesn't do much for the creative process. It does wonders for your dreams, I'll say that, but I tend not to take medicine before I go to my bed because I end up having horrible nightmares and that's not great. um, so yeah, apart from all that crap, I did manage to do a small rewrite of what I had down for the project. I think it went better than I thought it was going. I did manage to add quite a few words to what I had. So it's a wee bit more meaty now, it's more bulky, more bulked out, sorry. I just managed, just the other day, I managed to see some comments from Sam on it because she's kind of betaing it for me, and very useful, I will say. I'm not going to say var vags exam, no, because it was useful, except for one part, and she knows I'm going to burst her for this, going to burst you for this. Eh, As you know, the very first part of the project we're doing is a fan fiction, simply because that's what I wanted to do, because I was not in the frame of mind to make up a whole world while I'm working on Malevolence. But I did want to start the project with my friend Liz, and I had to get it done. So we chose a fanfic based on Naruto, as I told you before. And there's a character in Naruto that she's not my favourite character. Her name's Sakura, and she's very weak. And being someone who's I like to see strong female characters, and she could have been so epic. She could have been so strong, but her constant whining about her lost love kind of ruined her. So I think it was quite a surprise that she ended up in my story, because she's not my favourite character. I don't like her. But I thought to myself, you know what? She should have been great. She had great talents and skills, so let's put her in this story and make her what she should have been, in my mind. And of course, Sam knows I don't like this character, and she starts putting her into a relationship with my favourite character. And she's like, I shipped this, I shipped that. And I'm like, no, stop it, Sam, stop it. So yeah, I got those comments, Sam, and I think you've got the reaction you expected. To be shite. But yeah, so yeah, it's not bad. I've done half of it. I've got a couple of bits to rework, thanks to Sam's input, but I don't think it's a huge amount. Like I say, I was really under the weather over the weekend, so it probably wasn't my best writing anyway, but I'm happy with what I get done. It's not bad, it's not awful. As for Malevolence, I have written down some things that I didn't want to forget, because I'm getting to that stage now that I might actually put this project down. It's taking longer than I expected it to, simply because I did actually fall ill. And now I'm thinking, you really need to get back to Malevolence, so you're not going to go back to it. So I might spend the rest of today doing a little bit more work on the project, see if I can get it finished today, and then see what happens and get back into Malevolence again. I did draw over the weekend. Sometimes when I'm in pain, I can't sit. It's one of the worst parts of the condition, was you can't actually sit down. So you're limited in how long you can spend typing and things like that, because you can't get up and move about and type at the same time. But when I'm drawing, I can stand up and draw. So when I couldn't sit with the pain, I would stand and draw. So it's the first time I've drawn, like actually went into a drawing and thought, right, I'm going to complete you, and I haven't done that for a while. So I quite enjoyed it. So the weekend wasn't a complete loss. It just wasn't, it didn't pan out as planned, is all. Another thing that I had been doing was reading, and I picked up a book that I've read before. And it's an easy read. It's fully action, but it's a very easy book to read. And I thought, oh, you know, let's read that for a wee while. And it kind of I don't know. I mean, it's an international bestseller. I'm not going to tell you who wrote it or what it's called, because it's not well written, and it kind of shocked me. There's parts to it that I've looked at and I thought, how did that get past editing? And all the way through it, the person who wrote it does this particular thing. I'm not going to give you any details because you might end up working out what it is, but the person does this particular thing during her writing that annoys the pants off of me, like really, really annoys me. And I'm reading it, I actually want to put it down and burn the damn thing because it's so annoying. But I keep reading it thinking, my God, if this could get published, there might be a chance that I might one day get published. And it surprised me that it's such, well, it says that it's an international bestseller. I would need to look it up. But I do believe that this person is a well-known writer. Not one of the big top ones. I'm not talking about some very, very famous writer, but somebody who is known. And it shocked me. I'm going to have to actually look out more of their books, simply to see if it was just a bad book, or if this is actually their way of writing. But it certainly gave me a wee bit of hope as to my own writing, and that was quite refreshing. The other thing is, as of last night, Sam was looking at putting her query letters out. I'm pretty sure, if I mind right, she's got one sent out to an agent, see what happens. So good luck with that, Sam. Wish you all the best. Anybody taking that book on is in for a hell of a ride, I'll say that. Well worth at least looking at. At least. I don't think she'll have any bother getting her book published because it is quite a work of art, actually, is what it is. She's got a way with words, she certainly does. Anyway, I'm going to call a halt. Oh gosh, 7 minutes. It's the longest I've spoken in a while. I'm surprised you're still here. I'm going to go now, and hopefully, as this week progresses, hopefully my pain levels will get down and I'll get a wee bit more work done. And yeah, it wasn't a complete loss. It wasn't a complete loss. I could have done better, but you know, things happen. But it's not as if I sat around and did nothing, which sometimes I'm prone to do. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll possibly vlog again later in the week and hopefully have a better update for you, a little bit more exciting than this was. Because let's face it, this was not exciting. Right guys, I'll catch you later. Take care. Bye.